Handoff. And once again, it's Nichols. He bounces it back to the outside. He's tripped up. He almost got back in, but a nice bit of ad-libbing after there was nothing available there. Brandon Cisse was there to make the tackle, but Nichols showed something good. That number 1 in FBS football back in 2021. He has those instincts. He has the resume, and now he's getting more of a chance. Play action to him. Rudolph looking left now, and he's going to get into trouble. And finally, he sheds the blocker, throws back in the end zone. And that is a completion to Jeremy Bernard, but he may be out of bounds. What a good play by Mason Rudolph, however, to escape the pressure and a sure sack. And it looked like it was going to be a touchdown, but the call on the field is incomplete, or out of bounds. So it is not a touchdown.
And I wonder if this is going to be one of the accelerated replays that's coming in from New York to assist with the referees right here as they discuss whether or not this is a touchdown.
Warren Brinson was the man back there to put the pressure on.
Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. 4th down.
All right, so that's what it looked like from up here, but a good job by Rudolph, who stepped up. Bernard high up the ladder.
Left and wasn't able to keep the right foot down, but another angle. Maybe it gives us a better look here to see if he's able to get a toe down. It's out of bounds. Nice call. Got a referee in position, made the proper call correctly.
Yeah, good play defensively right there by Green Bay to make that happen. Or now.
You can see right now, Mike McCarthy's not hesitating. He's going for it here on 4th down.
Once again, shotgun for Rudolph. Looking left, finding Pat Freiermuth, but this is short, incomplete. They call it a completion right at the 1-yard line, but he was knocked down. Ball came out afterwards, but that's how that is going to end. What a long drive. They had 6 points taken off the board, and it looked like Freiermuth was going to be able to stretch over, but then the ball came out down at the 1. We'll be back right after this on KDKA. Into the end zone, so we'll see what the Steeler defense can do. And right now there's a play that gets over the 5 to the almost 10-yard line, so a nice first down run for Green Bay. We're happy to have with us in the booth Art.
For Pittsburgh, and really proud of the way everybody handled it.
And talking about the draft, you just displayed the Hall of Honor Museum. Great display that you had.
All right, back to play here. Tyrod Taylor looking to get there, not much available. Let's talk about the Hall of Honor. You just saw the video of the Hall of Honor Museum, and this year the Hall of Honor, 3 very special guys going in. And
up here with our radio broadcast for so many years, and then Kevin did such a great job, and brought us 2 Super Bowl teams, and just a lot of success. So 3 great Steelers going in, that's for sure.
And looking this year for the 2nd year in a row, you're going to be going over.
And just the way Steelers Nation turned out as usual. It'll be interesting to see how it goes in France. It's a little different kind of city than Dublin, and I don't think they know football quite as well in France. So it'll be different, but looking forward to showing the Steeler colors in France this year for sure.
So Tyrod Taylor scrambled for first down, and it looked like there was going to be a late hit there, Charlie, on Cole Holcomb. They threw a flag.
You can see Holcomb, he's coming in trying to make a play. Taylor slides at the last minute. In that collision, referees are always going to err on the side of caution. You can see the flag thrown here.
Yeah, they are discussing it. It would be a first down. And this will be the 4th penalty on the Steelers tonight.
Personal foul. Number 55. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, too many penalties so far. That's one thing we got to clean up.
Yeah, and what happened on the touchdowns?
After the play, personal foul, number 19. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
A lot of penalties being called here so far in this game.
Too many penalties. You can't be making mistakes like that.
Yeah. Slaughter was the man who did it. 7 penalties now for 84 yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But you have so many new things going on, and I know you're excited about the start of this season. You get a home game to start this season, which is nice. That hasn't happened all that much over the years.
Yeah, it's nice to open at home, and big play. Yeah, we got it covered well.
Another flag on that play. And We'll see what it is. It was an incomplete pass down the middle. Taylor was going for it all right there. They've been busy.
Well, at least this one looks like it might be on the Packers.
Brad Rogers is the referee here tonight.
Illegal formation offense. Number 71 was on the end of the line and not covered. 5-yard penalty, first down.
All right, that's the first penalty on Green Bay after the first 7 here for the Steelers. So you're right, they need to clean that up. And I'm sure Mike McCarthy that's one of his points of emphasis too. Ball security, but also don't make as many penalties.
Yep, can't do that.
What's impressed you most about Mike McCarthy that maybe you didn't know?
You know, the efficiency of the way he
Rolling on the field is an incomplete pass.
I'll tell you, you know, his attention to detail has been amazing. The way the practices run, there's never a dull moment during practice.
Taylor goes to the side, has his receiver, but it's going to be well short. That's Isaiah Nair. Brought a lot of guys in too in free agency, and I wanted to get your opinion about the draft. It seems like for the last several years, Omar Khan and his staff have been concentrating on really building up the offensive line, defensive line. You got to win it
with great coverage on the backside.
All right, so the Steelers will get it back. Excited to see this kid play.
Yeah, speaking of our draft pick, here's one of our draft picks returning a punt here, so let's see how he does.
2 years ago, led college football in return yards, kickoff returns, and then last year punt returns. Makes a good play there as it goes into the end zone. Art, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Look forward to a successful season for you. All the best.
Great to be with you. Thank you, guys.
All right. We're going to take a break, come back. Steelers have the football down 3 right here on KDKA.
There's nothing like being at the stadium.
Steelers get to the line in a hurry. Howard now rolling right, nobody open. Wisely throws it away. Intended for Jeremy Bernard. Last time we saw him was a national championship game, and he did a very good job leading Ohio State there and was the MVP of that game. Had a lot of good weapons around him, no doubt, but when it came down to it, making good plays and big throws in tight windows, he did that.
And this organization, they're looking at him, and they wanted to see that last year. Unfortunately, hurt right before the game started, kept him around, making sure that he was getting the reps that he's needed. And here he is now able to move the pocket. Just you saw that last play. Yeah, it was an out of throwaway, but that was the right play.
2nd and 10 now. And it goes to Homer. Again, not much there. He tries to inch for more, but can't get away from Warren Brinson. 3rd and 11 for Will Howard. Steelers down by 3, 2nd quarter. Here comes pressure again from the outside. Howard trying to get away from him. He is dragged down there. Good play by Tan Oladapo as he just broke away, immediately got.
And all his receivers are going left, so that's just a tough play when you're under duress.
All right, Sky Moore back once again. Cameron Johnston with a punt for the Steelers here. Sky Moore, who's had an impact on special teams. They signed him here because of this. And he had it with San Francisco, and he gets pretty good yardage there before the Steelers combined on knocking him down. We got Everett over there. It's 44 yards on the kick, 14 yards on the return. We'll be back as Green Bay goes back on offense, up 3-0. Here Aaron Rodgers.
This is what you want if you're a young quarterback. You want a veteran helping out there, and Aaron is right there along the way, something that he's prided himself on this training camp for sure.
New quarterback for Green Bay, it's Kyle McCord out of Syracuse. Prior to that, it was Ohio State, and he had a tremendous 2004 until he came to Pittsburgh and played in this stadium. That's a great play off the edge there for the Steelers. Boykin came up, made sure of the tackle.
You can see Boykin right there, the rookie out of Indiana. He came up in a hurry.
Jamison, by the way, who got injured earlier, is back in the game for the Steelers. Jaden Nixon was that ball carrier. This time McCord over the middle. Boykin in coverage there. Sky Moore, the receiver. And they get very close to first down. But McCord had a record-setting season for Syracuse in 2004, but he came here when Pitt played him. And Pitt came away with a big day against him. I believe he's 5 interceptions, They won 41-13. But he has a lot of talent, and we saw that in Syracuse after he left Ohio State. 3rd and 1 coming up now for Green Bay. Pierre Strong Jr., first time in the game for the Packers, and this is going to be a keeper, and it looks like it's good enough for first down yardage as McCord gets the necessary yardage to move the chains. Carson Bruner was there. Of course, Mark Bruner's son made his name last year on special teams, was everywhere on special teams, did a good job, and now he's part of that inside linebacking group.
Yes.
And by the way, they brought in a Landon Roberts. That was announced, and he'll wear 57 when he plays, and we may expect him next week. The tooth chipper, as they called him back in the day.
Yeah, they're looking to add
good
depth
run stopper
in that inside linebacker group. You talked about Carson Bruner, 7 tackles last year. He's looking to add more than just being a special teamers here in 2026.
This time a little end around, and it's going to go to Sky Moore, who's trying to get some yardage. He gets about 6 or 7 there. Turns it actually more than that before Julius Welshoff came in to make a tackle. Dalen Everett, who's been active here tonight as well.
You see Sky Moore, he's a local guy at the Shady Side Academy by way of Western Michigan, and he spent some time with the Chiefs, 49ers. Here he is with the Packers, and they're looking for him to add a lot more, what is it, weapons, trickery, all of those good things with the Packers offense that they like to do.
They do, yeah. He has 2 Super Bowl championships to his name. Sky Moore, mostly very good in the special teams. This time, pass down the field. Nice play there again. Intended for Savion Williams, and it's Devon Boykin who is there. Got some pressure up front. That always happens with Azazi Otomawo.
Boykin is back there. He's sitting back there watching it, understanding. He's trying to hit the whole shot. Times it out, but you can see, watch the hit here. Legal hit right with the shoulder. Doesn't force it down. Nice job by Jameson.
Green Bay, 3rd and 4. They're 3 for 7 so far on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And again, it's McCord now, feeling some pressure, rolling to his left. Jack Sawyer in pursuit. He gets him, but not before he stretches out across that first down marker, and it looks like he did get it.
He was able to extend that ball for the first down as they were heading out of bounds toward the Packers sideline, setting up a new set of downs. Before you can see Sawyer trying to pursue, nice job of trying to strip. Unfortunately, wasn't able to reach the football.
New set of downs. Jaden Nixon in the backfield. There you see Matt LaFleur. He was the guy who took over when Mike McCarthy left Green Bay. And this is Nixon, nowhere to go. He's boxed in, and he gets out of bounds. Cole Holcomb was there. Samino, as well as 3 other Steelers. Nowhere to go for Nixon on that play, so that's going to be a no-gainer for McCarthy.
Cole Holcomb did a nice job of coming from the inside, running that play down. It looks like he has recovered from that injury that he faced a couple years ago. He's able to get sideline to sideline. He had 24 tackles last year, 72 games throughout the course of his career, and he's looking to add to this inside linebacker group.
And he missed all of 2024 with that devastating knee injury, and that's a tough rehab to come back from it, but give him credit, he's done that. 2nd and 11 after that loss of 1. Again, it's Nixon trying to get there, cannot do it. And a nice play there by Gabriel Rubio, the rookie out of Notre Dame. He was this year's 6th round pick.
Outside, allowing Rubio to come and clean it up.
Black is one of those guys who's going to have a force in the inside. He can make life easier for some of those inside linebackers if he does that. Here's pressure now from the outside. McCord boxed in, nowhere to go, and he's going to be sacked. Jack Sawyer got there. And the Steelers are going to stop. All right. Weechen once again. This time the ball does get into the end zone, but it was close. It looked like it may not be a touchback there. He let the ball over his. Will Howard, 2nd possession. Up the middle. It's Nichols. Gets a good 4 yards before he's down. And as we said, Nichols is trying to knock on the door here, but this is a tough group when you have Warren and Dowdle, and he was brought in. Dowdle spent 1 year with McCarthy in Dallas, 1,000 yards, goes to Carolina, and does the same.
That's it. Just wanting that production here in that running back group. You see McCarthy, he's trying to get as many plays in as possible. If they pick this first down up, expect the Steelers to go into a 2-minute drill because he really wants to see his young quarterback in that setting.
Another thing we'd like to zoom in on if we get a chance is Broderick Jones, number 77. Everything that he's gone through, he's in there. And that's Nichols once again continuing to work hard to get close to first down yardage, but it's going to be 1 yard short.
This is the 2-minute warning.
We
Timeout.
have reached the 2-minute warning. 1:57 left in the first half. 3-0 Green Bay. Steelers trying to get on the board before halftime. We're back. Now, clear this.
Itch, scratch, must not itch.
Knows on how important those are, and here's Will Howard's first opportunity here.
Brad Rogers talking things over once again. Steelers had their hands up in the air like, what was this about?
I wonder, could it be the assistant replay from New York as they're now looking to see if he made the first down?
Could be. They were going to use a lot more of this in preseason especially.
The previous play is under review. Going on the field as the runner reached the line to gain.
And I think what they're looking at here, Bob, is whether or not his knee was down before he extended the ball over the first down line.
Yeah. A lot of replay assist in play that we saw last year. In fact, replay last year there were 320. Yeah, why not? It is preseason. They're trying to get some information on all these guys, especially a handle situation like this. Ben Skoronek's back in the game. Roman Wilson as well. 4th down and 1 on the 29-yard line. And now Howard has his man over the middle. It's a good play there. And again, it's Ben Skowronek, who had a previous reception just like that. He makes another one, good for 17 yards.
And if you wonder if this
that shows
offense,
a lot of confidence.
if you wonder if this offense is going to look like last year, that is an example right there. 4th and inches, he's taking a shot down the field.
Nice play by Howard and a good catch by Skowronek, who's really become very good in that wide receiving category. And there's another play wide open is Robert Tonyan. He's the tight end who played for Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers. He makes his first reception. Mark Perry was there to make the.
And he's here right now just trying to make a big play, trying to take over that number 3 tight end position.
Skowronek, by the way, has 2 receptions now for 36 yards. Tonyan was a guy who had his best season back in 2020. 52 catches, he had 11 touchdowns, made his name for himself there.
When you get up there in double-digit touchdowns, that lets you know you was a red zone weapon, and that's something he's looking to bring here to the Steelers.
Mark Perry is the injured Packer down in motion. Instead, it's a screen, and it's Tonyan with blockers downfield. Robert Tonyan gets inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Well designed. Tyron Hopper makes the tackle, not before 15 yards in the book for the Steelers.
And that was a beautifully designed play there. By the looks of it, when he caught it, I'm thinking that play had a chance to go into the end zone. It didn't happen.
Love the design of that one. Howard bypasses pressure. Tonyan in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. 23 yards. Will Howard to Robert Tonyan. And the Steelers have their first points of this game.
Nice 2-minute drive by Howard there. We just talked about Tonyan a few moments ago about getting into the end zone. And you can see right there working the middle of the field, able to get up over top of the defender. You can see him coming down. I wonder if they're going to turn around and look at this particular play on replay, only because of how close it was. His knee hits the ground.
The previous
But
play
where was
is
the ball?
under review.
The question is where the ball was.
Correct.
If he's down and the ball is across the goal line, that should be a touchdown. We'll see.
We're not going to be able to see it at this angle, but the referee furthest to the sideline, he immediately called it a touchdown. So let's see if his angle is better than ours up here, Bob.
For McCarthy.
So now the discussions by both head coaches are wondering
By
what's
rule,
going on.
Green
with
Bay
this
has chosen
runoff.
to take a timeout to put the game clock at 49 seconds. So please put the game clock at 49 seconds and the play clock at 25 seconds. It will start on the snap.
And this is preseason football right here, because I promise you on the other side, they're thinking, I want it possible to make the roster.
Yep. Matt LaFleur has done a good job in Green Bay, although last year they started off really well. They were, I believe, 5-1-1, 9-3 at one point, but they did not finish well. And so they're looking to improve on that. Lou Nichols. And we have a fullback. Robert Tonyan remains in the game. Riley Nowakowski leads the way for Nichols, who does get in for the touchdown, and the Steelers are on the board. So Tanyan is denied, but Nichols is not. With Noah Kowski leading the way, and the Steelers have a 6-3 lead. And you're right, LaFleur wanted those 10 seconds because he wants an opportunity with Kyle McCord.
And this is how you do it.
Last year is doing the same this year. And, you know, he was originally a draft pick of the Green Bay Packers, 7th round. Boswell adds the extra point. So with 46 seconds left in the first half, the Steelers have the lead, 7-3.
See everybody right there. It's like, this is what we worked on. Into the half scenario.
Trevion Williams, 83, is back, along with Pierre Strong Jr., 22. Green Bay would like one more opportunity here, and there's going to be a return. And it goes across the 20 to about the 25-yard line, and that's where Green Bay takes the ball. With 38 seconds left, they'll try to get into field goal range or something more, and the Steeler defense would like to make a play. Carson Bruner back on the field. Carson Bruner's an interesting story because he was with Washington, was a 7th round pick. Of course, the son of Mark Bruner, had such a good career here in Pittsburgh, but he knew back last year, he was talking about special teams is my pathway. I have to be good at it, and he really was.
And I said, when you have a loaded linebacker group, it's tough to see the field on a regular basis. You have to try to make your splash somewhere else, and for him, it was in special teams.
All right, McCord over the middle. As his man, Savion Williams, who returned that kickoff. He gets first down yardage. Clock continues to run. Green Bay with 1 timeout left. Robert Spears-Jennings with the tackle, and he's been very good so far. Has the tackle for loss already, the 7th round pick out of Oklahoma for the Pittsburgh Steelers. McCord, sideline play, and he's going to get his man, and that's Isaiah Nair.
Soft in this situation here.
Trey Smack did hit one from 58 yards earlier. There was a penalty, so they kept the ball, and he eventually got one at 37 yards, but he does have the leg, no doubt. McCord fires, and that's a catch by Isaiah Nair again along the sidelines. Jamison there on the tackle.
You can see Coach LaFleur on the other side. He's thinking to himself, we got out of bounds. He immediately pointed.
Timeout. Green Bay.
I think the Steelers know that if they get another 15 yards, he's going to be in business. Even less than that, the way his leg was. McCord, slant over the middle, and it's Savion Williams. First down.
5 seconds
5
here.
seconds. They'll try to down it and get the kicker on. And they do it with 1 second to spare.
There you go, just playing a little too soft at that particular point, allowing the spike to happen and sending your field goal team out.
Smack comes out. He was a 6th round pick this year. And he spent time with the Florida Gators. This, like his first one, will be 58 yards. Wheeling to hold.
And this is why you preserve your time out there, saving the time for this opportunity here.
That's what Matt LaFleur did. He knew what he was doing there. And so we'll see if Smack can turn it into points. Made one from 58 earlier, didn't count. This one from 58 does count, and it's good. And the 6th round pick, the rookie, with an outstanding kick. Very emotional about that. 7-6 now is the halftime score.
End of the first half.
And he set a record, by the way, for most field.